Morning. It's been a while since I've done this. I'm waking up early still, but it seems like there's never enough time in the day to do everything. I've stopped worrying about it though. I feel like the stuff we have to do is thinking about the stuff we have to do is a source of our anxiety. But if you think about it, and if you really look at it honestly, the stuff that we do is actually the stuff that brings us enjoyment and fulfillment. I mean, we have to do something, right? Imagine doing nothing for a long time. It would be difficult. And I've been looking into Zen and I joined some Zen groups on Facebook, basically. I haven't read anything. I need to read like Lao Tzu and um, all that old stuff. I need to read that stuff. I got the Shine Cup this morning. But then I feel like, well, what if I read it? I have to read it because I want to read it, not because I feel like it's going to make me better. It's going to make me know something. It's going to make me see something. So I'm trying this philosophy of just try to just do what you want or realize what you are doing is what you want to do. Um, and people can confuse this really easily with like going and doing bad things. And that's not what I'm promoting. It's not what I'm doing. Um, I just find it sad, whenever when people just, when anybody of influence, or especially, like religious people of influence, where they just boil it down to one simple message is this, well, you gotta be good. And I kind of, well, and I like the love message. It's like, well, love each other, love, but love can't be a commandment either. It's like, you must love. It's like, it just, love just is. All we have to do is just be and trust and don't try to be good. Just be, and you will see that you really want to be good. That's what I believe that. I think there's so many things confusing us, and people are just so messed up in the head that they end up making bad decisions. But really, you don't need take away all the information and just boil everything down to, um, just take everything away. Just you got the person and the environment. Take away the media. Take away television shows, encyclopedias, books, words, even words. That's how, if you can see the world without words, then life makes a lot more sense. And the human in the raw, unencumbered state, in the when we're not weighed down when with all these words and thoughts that have filled our mind, that society has filled with us and that we continue to fill ourselves with, everything becomes clear and simple. And I believe it's possible to go to that state of being and knowing, whether there's no need for analytical thought, there's no need for um, anything, there's no need at all. Anyways, Zen is my fascination lately. Curiosity, obsession, passion. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. Uh, and then there's no words. There's just no words. But I feel like I'm getting close. It's that feeling. Just like I feel like I'm almost getting caught up with the bills. I just keep pushing a little bit more, and I'll get there. I'll get there. I'll keep running on that hamster wheel. But we can start to see it as a negative, but then come back, and it's life. That's what we are. That's what we're doing. It's like you are not when you're running. You are not running. You are the running. There's no need for distinction. There's no need for the distinction of I. Um, but we have it. We have it. So which is it's the irony of life. The not necessarily irony, but the opposing forces. The Buddhist boot camp used to say something. The opposite of what you know to be true is also true. It used to blow my mind. And but I really had to kind of keep thinking about that statement, and that that holds a lot of truth to me, because you can look at something one way, and you have it all figured out, and then you can just turn around and completely tear it apart and say no, that's all, and say why it's all wrong. But that's us. That's humans. I keep smelling beer. I'm like, I don't know why. You know what? I wonder if beer like spilled here on the floor. We don't drink beer, and I mean, I don't know. I have like a beer every once in a while, but I definitely know the smell of spilled beer. Do have a teenage son. I'm sorry. Sorry. So, you know, I might say I'm feeling more comfortable, but I don't want to ruin it. Starting to feel comfortable in my own skin, because I'm wondering, is it true? Maybe it's not really, there's no need to distinguish my own skin, my own body, whatever. It's like, yeah, it's evident. Thoughts in the body, they come along, they come as one package. Uh, but my thoughts exist just like other people exist, and their voices and their words and the sounds of the birds and trees in the forest and everything. Everything exists. And so do I. I mean, I saw a meme. I like the little Zen memes. That's why I joined the groups, because I see these little pictures, people post up. Um, and some of them I like, and some of them I analyze and tell myself why they're wrong, and think about commenting, and then change my mind and say, nah, I'm just going to keep my mouth shut. But because I don't think I come across good in words. I can write, but I have to give it a lot of thought, because if I'm just flippant, if I just come out and say what I want to say in words, I could be mistaken for a troll pretty easily, I think. Something different about writing than talking. What was the meme that I liked, though? God, what was the one that I liked? I was just about to mention. It's gone now. It's not gone, but I'm reaching. I don't know. Anyways, Zen, ego death. I mean, they say, the ego, the whole point is that you really don't exist. It's just a construct. But still, we have this firm sensation of I. Alan Watts says it's somewhere up in here. We have it somewhere in the brain. That's me. The seat of the soul, or whatever. Or some people may think it's more in the center here. Um, oh yeah, I remember the meme now. It was when you stop thinking that the universe owes you something, then you will just be truly joyful and happy, and have gratitude for everything. So I was like, yeah, that's right. I mean, if you can see your existence as really just a miracle, just you're here, just the fact that the mystery and the wonder of your existence, of consciousness, of of the physical body, of everything, our own awareness of our existence. It's amazing, really. But instead we kind of adopt this attitude like we came here, we didn't want to be here, but we're here. And now we have to endure this place so we can get to another better place. And I really believe it's that kind of philosophy that has really just destroyed, just crushed the human spirit, on a lot of level. If you take that, but I mean, you can throw that away just as easily too. You can throw that whole thinking and that whole idea away because it's not joyful to think that we came from a better place. We got to endure this life, and now we're going to a better place. We're here. Um, let's just take that for what it is, and we'll be gone. And we don't know anything else. And if that's all you know, and you can go anytime, you can check out anytime. So when you let everything else go, all the other beliefs, notions, concepts, ideas, like Alan once said, the only real philosophical question is time to wake up. That wasn't it. Is whether or not to kill yourself. And for some people, yeah, I mean, I certainly don't want to encourage anyone to take their own life or start going down that. But for people on the search for spiritual truth, finding meaning, you know, people who know that they want to live. Um, and I think it is healthy every day to face your own death, to face the fact, or just as often as possible, as often as it comes up, to remind yourself that this existence is fleeting, and one day, you will disappear. It's healthy. I believe it's healthy to face death, and a lot of cultures, like tribal cultures, believe this too. Got a viewer now. Um, don't know if you're a random person or somebody I know. Been talking about Zen stuff. I wish I could continue on the same way, like, and not imagine that I don't see that little one down there, but it changes my consciousness, my awareness. Before I was just talking to a camera that may be viewed later by others, and now I got a live person, and my mind immediately goes to wondering, you know, who they are or what's how they're receiving my words. But then I remind myself, I really don't exist. I am just a figment of my imagination, or possibly yours. I mean, I do exist, but the notion, I think the idea, when, like in Zen or in Buddhism, when they say you don't exist, indigo reign in me, the wondering is over. No more wondering. I was dealing with it though. I was trying to deal with that. It always drives me crazy. But that's the thing I think to do is to take the things that drive you crazy, the things that you're afraid of, and confront them, and go straight. Just face what you fear or whatever, or what you know what I'm saying. Uh, Indigo Rain. It's been a little while. How have you been? Thanks for joining me on my new channel. I'm a little bummed about the other one. My other channel continues to pick up subscribers, like 20, 30 subscribers a day, just on old videos that I had like 3 videos that did okay. And it's like now I got like almost 2,000 subscribers. And then you know, they shut off my live streaming. Now I'm here on my new channel. I kind of like it though. I kind of like, I mean, part of me wants like more subscribers, like more, more, more. But then there's part of me that's saying like, let's just keep it small. I'll tell people, don't tell anybody else about this channel. The goal is to keep that subscriber number low, and I won't delete my videos. Oh, I did make a video private because I was walking around in my yard and I got a really clear shot of my license plate, and I'm pretty sure you can pretty easy just to pull up an address with a license plate. So it's not something, I mean, I wouldn't like post my address out. So I don't want to make it too easy to, you know, there's a lot of people out there, weird people. But yeah, the topic is Zen this morning. Um, it's my obsession lately, Zen. And my new Facebook group, I think it's just called Zen. Uh, and little memes pop up. I like Facebook. People say what they want about Facebook, but I just use Facebook is like my media, some part of my media consumption, because I want to see the kind of things my friends are sharing. It's like what news articles are they sharing, or little pictures, or just to kind of get a sense of the pulse of people. What are people thinking about and talking about? And there's groups you can join. I'm in this vaccine group and anti-vaccine group, and now the Zen groups, and oh yeah, Buddhist Boot Camp. He's cool. I've been following him for a while. Interesting story. He tells his own story. Young guy, just kind of gave up on the corporate world and decided to go live in a monastery and study Buddhism. And he writes a book. And he's pretty active on Facebook. I don't really comment or post much there. This is my out. YouTube is my outlet for, I guess. I don't know. I don't know why I do this. I continue to ask myself that, you know, and I get different answers back. Uh, is it just a little kid in me saying, "Hey, look at me, look at me"? I need attention. I need, uh, or is it, me trying to do good? I think I've got something to share with everybody. Uh, oh yeah, no, yeah, cool, cool, Indigo Reina. Glad to have you on. Don't feel like if you join in, you've got to like, you have to contribute. You don't. You know, you don't have to do anything. Uh, so yeah, I'm gonna keep going here for another. Oh, actually, you know what? I would probably go for like another 3 minutes here because it's boy, time's got away. It's 6:37. Got to wake up. My little girl, she's got a circus today. They're doing the circus like in school, like they're dressing up little parts. She's gonna be tightrope walker. My wife's going to the school. So I got to get her up here in a few minutes, get the day started. Trying to remember, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, yeah. Why am I doing this? Yeah, and I don't know. It boils down to I don't know. I like it. I think that's really the only reason we do anything. And I think every also, I believe it's going to sound I don't want to sound like whatever anyways, I believe in love. I believe that's what even people who are enemies, you can see there's like there's like a love going on, and people love everybody, whether they know it or not, they love each other, and they just have very strange ways of showing it. I mean, think about if you were the only person in existence, if you were utterly alone on this planet, or you were just kept in isolation, never completely away from human contact. Most people would lose their minds, I believe. Um, so we love each other, and we can't help it. That makes us mad sometimes. It makes us mad that we need each other. We want to think that we're an island unto ourselves, that we've got it all together. But in reality, we need each other. We love each other, and um, everything we do is somehow from that place. Whether it be, it can get twisted around and kind of be perceived wrong by some people as an act of uh, aggression or annoyance, or but everything we do, I think, you know at some level comes from a place of love, even if it seems like it's fear based. Fear is just distorted love. That's kind of my theory. um, I think it's important to keep a viable theory of the universe and how things work, and by viable I mean something that will produce a good outcome for you, that something that makes sense, and it's something that you like. Because if we see the world as just uh, chaos and crumbling, and everything is crumbling into death, and I see that as well. Disorder, everything. That's the Indian philosophy. It's like Westerners think everything grows, evolves, and gets better, but in Indian philosophy, it started out perfect, and now everything is just kind of decaying into disorder. And the sci- and that's really supported more by the scientific, explanation of like the Big Bang, and then the big cool down. The universe is just ongoing, unfolding explosion. Eventually, that will just the dust will settle. Everything will just break apart, cool down, and become these just cold rocks, cold, lifeless rocks. Eventually, everything just breaks down and dies. Uh, there's always the flip side. There's a flip to every flop. It's going to be my new expression. It's not until I find a better one. But yeah, it's time to wake up. Time to wake up the kid. Happy Cinco de Mayo in advance. Just looked at my phone. It's May 4th. To anybody, to anybody celebrating Mexican independence. Well, yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up. Thanks for joining Indigo Reina. Hope you have a great day, and I will be back here sometime in the future, probably. Peace, everyone.